Brakes, brakes, brakes. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you are having a fantastic day. My sister Madison has come into town to visit, which is always an absolute blast. Hello, hello. How are you doing?
I'm good. It's warm here in
It
Calabasas.
is so freaking warm. The last couple of days, it has literally been over 100 degrees, so we decided to go to the beach the other day, which is I haven't done forever. So I am really sunburned. Today, my sister is gonna drive the Mclaren. You've driven the Lamborghini, you've driven the E63. You didn't drive the Ferrari because, well, I was afraid to drive the Ferrari myself, so I didn't really let anyone else drive it. But now it is finally time to drive the Mclaren. So we're gonna get this thing washed because it is absolutely filthy. Every time I leave it outside for even like 10 minutes, all of the trees just drop leaves all over the car. Now, yesterday, I walked out of the front door, saw the Mclaren sitting outside and went, oh, that's weird. Why does the windshield look like it has a big crack in it? Well, this new windshield lasted 2 days. Check this out, guys. It's a bit hard to see on the camera, but the crack looks identical. I think we can see it better from the inside to how the last crack looked. Check that out. So I'm at a bit of a loss. I've only had this windshield for literally 2 days. I put 50 miles on the car, it didn't hit a rock, and it has cracked itself again. So I talked to Mclaren, they're gonna get another windshield, but I'm not sure just replacing the windshield is gonna fix this issue. Regardless, let's get the car washed. Let's roll.
Lunch? Okay.
Yeah, we can go. Is it hard to get in? What do you think?
Yeah.
It's decently hard to get in.
Well, this is so low
Yeah.
that when you, and I'm 5'2", so that shouldn't be a problem in any car ever.
The car is definitely a little bit more challenging to get into because of the Senna seats. Predominantly, the sides of the seats are really tall, so you have to kind of hop over them. It's more difficult to get into the driver's seat because you've got the steering wheel, but once you've practiced, it's not a big deal. I do find it very interesting that the crack looks the exact same as the last one. I wonder if another crack, like with my previous windshield, is gonna start forming there as well. It is so nice out today. A little bit colder than the last few days, thank gosh. Oh look, this guy's windshield looks kind of like mine. So I've been using this car wash recently and I'm curious what you guys think of it. So after I got SunTech protective film solution on the car, I've been less worried about scratches and chemicals, so on and so forth. This car wash doesn't touch your car at all. So you drive in and it's got this arm that actually spins all the way around the car and just sprays soap and water. And I'm trying to think of any negatives. You detailing professionals, let me know in the comment section below what you think, if there's any downsides to this. But other than potentially the harsh chemicals that they use to get off the soap, because it doesn't touch the car, I don't think there's any real downsides, and it's super cheap and easy. I like it.
Ooh, I love going in these things.
It's fun, right? I don't know what it is about the car wash that's fun. Especially the one with the colors, but those chemicals are probably disgusting.
Yeah.
The only problem is reaching these machines is almost impossible in a supercar because of the wide sill. All right, we're in the wash and this arm is gonna go all the way around the car. Don't hit my car. Don't hit my car. Ooh. There's just something weirdly pleasant about being inside of a car wash. I don't know what it is. If I pay for it, will you take a shower in this thing? Just walk right in.
How much?
Oh, just for the wash, it's $7.
No.
I don't know if that would work because I feel like it has to sense the presence of a car, but what if you did it on one of my electric toy ride-along cars? That would be hilarious. Well, back at the house, the car is all nice and clean now, and it is finally time, I'm pretty nervous actually, for my sister to drive the 600Lt. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
You're ready? This is gonna be, I just realized, the first person other than me ever to drive this car. I don't usually let people drive my cars. For those of you who are true OG subscribers, you remember I let somebody drive the Gallardo, they wrecked it, and after that it put a pretty sour taste in my mouth, just what the ultimate consequence could be if you let someone else drive your car. Also, if someone's driving and the car gets rear-ended or something out of their control happens, it's just a crappy situation. But it's my sister, I love her, she's a great driver, so she's gonna get behind the wheel of the Mclaren. All right, so hop in the driver's seat. Let me show you how everything works. All right, so we've got a manual seat. So you've got to reach down below the seat. There you go. So adjust that to where you're comfortable. Wow, you were really close.
I don't know if I can reach.
Really?
Oh, no.
Yeah, you can. You're straight right next to the steering wheel.
Well, like barely.
Really?
Like I can, like my leg is fully extended to push the throttle all the way down.
Ooh, okay. That's a little scary. All right, next thing, to turn the car on, you put your foot on the brake.
Close the door?
You could close the door, I guess. Floor it! That's the next step. Just floor it!
Floor it!
SpongeBob. All right, so the ignition is right there. There we go. Alrighty. How are the mirrors?
They need adjusting.
So the mirror controls are right here. You go to the left to control the left mirror, then toggle that around. Same for the other one. All right, so let's go over some of the driving modes and how you actually drive the car. So don't do this yet, but to put the car into drive, you pull the right paddle to put it into first gear.
Okay.
And then from there, we're in automatic mode. We're in full normal mode. So if you come down here, this is the control panel for all of the different driving modes. They don't actually do anything until you click this button, active. I've got them set at track and track, so notice when I click the active button, the tachometer changes, and then it's fully in manual mode. Left paddle's downshift, obviously. The one cool thing about this car is you can actually upshift and downshift with each paddle. So is your foot on the brake?
No.
Put your foot on the brake.
Okay.
You can go forwards and backwards with the same paddle. We'll put it back into neutral. All right, you ready?
Is it in manual?
It's in manual. You want to put it in automatic?
Well, no, manual's fine.
Okay.
But I just go?
You just pull the right paddle and then you're good. All right, we are in the canyons with my sister behind the wheel of the 600LT. It's not the fastest car you've ever driven. The supercharged Huracan was definitely faster in a straight line, but it's definitely the lightest at 2,800 pounds, and it definitely handles the best. And it's also the only rear-wheel drive car of mine that you've driven, because both those cars were all-wheel drive, the E63 and the Huracan, but you're experienced. So what do you think about the car so far? You said that the gas and brake were pretty difficult to push down.
Yeah.
It takes a decent amount of pressure. I like that. It feels like a race car.
Yeah, no, it's cool. It's really smooth, like when you accelerate. I mean, we haven't done launch control or anything, but when you accelerate, it's not as fast as the Lambo to get off the line, you know? When you
Yeah. All right, so downshift in a second, so you got a little bit more power.
Okay.
All right. What do you think of the seats?
They're comfy. They like the bottom of them hugs you, so you're not shifting around all over the place
Yeah.
when you're driving, which is really nice.
Ah! Ah! Oh God! Damn, you're crushing it.
Floor it.
Floor it. Floor it. Brakes. Whew. Holy crap. That was scary.
That was a little bit scary, actually.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, that was kind of scary.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, this is really fast. It's honestly kind of scary around turns though. Like
Why?
I don't feel like it holds the ground as well as your Huracan.
Oh, it grips way more.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I'm just more used to driving that.
Yeah. No, the levels of grip with these tires are insane. It's a little bit
I'm just
more
more
sketchy
scared.
because it's rear-wheel drive. But the traction control is fantastic in this car. I feel like we should do a launch control.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm actually kind of scared.
Why are you scared?
I don't know. I haven't been scared driving your car, so this one's scary.
All right, stop right here. Perfect. All right.
Okay, I don't know how to do this.
Click launch. Put your left foot all the way down on the brake.
Okay.
Right foot all the way down on the gas, and then let off the brake.
What is happening? Oh.
What?
Is it because I forgot to shift?
You don't have to shift in launch control.
Oh, you don't?
I think because you let off the gas a little bit because you were nervous, it kicked out of launch control. Yeah, you gotta be full throttle the whole time. That was still good though. Got a little bit squirrely and you recovered. Good work.
Okay.
All right, floor the gas. Do it. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right, off the gas, off the gas.
Oh, that was fun. That was way better.
Yeah, good work. Damn.
Woo.
I'm impressed. All right, pull off right over here. All right, let me hop behind the wheel. We'll go for a little more spirited, fun little drive. And then I figured out how to do a rolling burnout in the car. So I'm stoked about that. So we're gonna try that out. Well, we survived and my sister did an absolutely fantastic job. She even did launch control 2 different times, which is unexpected and freaking awesome. What do you think of the car?
It's so much fun.
What do you think about this compared to the Lambo?
It's just really different.
Like how so?
I think everything in this car just feels a lot smoother.
Okay.
It's like, it's almost more comfortable. Like I feel like I could drive this to like the grocery store and be okay doing that.
Interesting.
And I don't know. It's more, it feels like more of a daily driver type of supercar.
and that's the 600LT, the totally track focused version, whereas the Huracan is more of a daily driving supercar. But hey, that's your opinion on it. All right, let's go for a little rip.
I'm like a little egg, and it's holding me like chicken. Is that chicken?
You should start reviewing cars. That's the craziest analogy I've ever heard describing a 600LT. McLaren, take note of that. You're like an egg and the car feels like it's holding you like a chicken.
Reviewing cars with nothing related to cars whatsoever.
Yeah, let's try that. Let's try that. Oh, the acceleration feels like a galloping horse inside of the space station. The steering feels like a churning butter. Oh my god, the brakes are like...
It's like volcano!
The brakes are like volcano.
Backwards eruption!
Oh my god.
I'm like in Space Mountain! Like the teacups at Disneyland!
Yeah, it feels like X2, the roller coaster at Six Flags. Kind of like, you know, when you're eating kettle corn, you decide that an iced lemonade would be a good call, but it's not a good call. You're a little bit bummed, and then you ride Superman. It's kind of like that. It's kind of like a country boy.
But then you're holding your cotton candy in the wet ride and it gets all moist and you can't eat it anymore.
That makes it sound really negative.
Oh. I just can't.
All right, let's do this freaking burnout. It's actually not that difficult. I was just doing a couple of things wrong. So in order, you can't do a standing burnout in the car, unfortunately. It doesn't allow you to do that, but you can do a rolling burnout, and it's kind of a specific mode for the LT car. So all you have to do is put the car into track mode, and then you turn traction control all the way off, so you press and hold the ESC off button. All right, so the part that I was doing wrong is you can't press the brake at all. All you have to do with traction control off in track mode is at a complete standstill in first gear is you floor the gas, but you can't roll onto the gas. You literally have to smack the gas pedal down. The car revs up a bit, drops the clutches, and then boom, takes off in a rolling burnout. Let's get some footage of that.
Look at the wrist.
Yeah, like that.
Well, that's what you did. That's exactly how you burn out.
Wow, that's close by.
Don't tell them.
Don't tell them what? About our car review? All right, traction off, mash the gas. Dump the clutch. Oh, that left huge lines on the street. That was awesome. So the car can do a burnout. The problem is, I traveled so much distance during that rolling burnout that I don't think I could do that at a drag strip. I wonder what happens if I hit the brakes a little bit while I'm doing that. That didn't work. Nope, the brakes shut it down. Damn, well there you go. There is a rolling burnout in the 600LT.
Look at that. Oh my gosh. You can't smell it, but I can.
Well, Maddie, good job.
Thanks.
I'm proud of you. You absolutely killed it. You enjoyed the car?
Yeah, it's really cool.
We're gonna go get some lunch, maybe head into West Hollywood. It's our last day here, so I wanna make sure it's worth it. Spend some time with family. I've got to fix the windshield. I'm still at a loss for what to do because I don't think just replacing the windshield is going to necessarily fix the problem, but we will see. Mclaren is delivering something really special, actually 2 different cars in the next few days at my house. Don't worry, I'm not gonna use the taking delivery title. I look at the comments, I feel you guys, I totally agree. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like always, please browse the channel and subscribe. I look forward to seeing you next video.